Welcome back, Legion. Today I want to talk to you guys about assessing and performance testing. So an adage we kind of work off here is if you're not assessing, you're guessing. Many strength coaches have mentioned this in the past. So why do we need to assess and performance test? So one, it can give us a really good baseline of where you are as an athlete. It helps us find your strengths and your weaknesses, and it helps the coach individualize the program. The data can be used to then look at your different performance qualities and where you are most strongest and weakest, and then you can train those qualities. So whether you can clearly see a lacking area and something that you want to pick up and improve on, or an area where you are most strong and you want to either continue or potentially balance out between your strengths and your weaknesses. It's important to match testing and assessing to the athlete's level. So this is a beginner versus an advanced athlete. It's important to find the right tests and the right assessments for the athlete's level. There's no point doing too advanced assessments or tests for a beginner athlete, as the results will probably be poor and it won't really give you a very good reflection of where they are as an athlete right now. Whereas as you choose the right assess and test, you'll be able to get really good information, and then you'll be able to work that athlete through from a beginner stage to a more advanced stage. The vice versa is true here with an advanced athlete. If you give them two simple assessments and they crush all those, you're not really trying to find where the weak links are for that athlete, and it's going to be very hard to make them better. It's important to test and assess multiple qualities to get a complete picture of the athlete. So a good place to start is with mobility and movement quality, going through the joint by joint approach, making sure all joints are moving through full range of motion, and then applying that range of motion to movement standards to make sure that you as an athlete can competently complete required movements of human performance. If your mobility and movement quality allows you, then you can just test the capacity of your structure. So simply put, this is if you can move well enough without pain and no restrictions, then you need to test where you are at. You need to test where those movements can be taken to. So for example, lower body strength exercises might be a squat, a deadlift, or a split squat. Upper body strength exercises might be bench press and pull up. Core strength exercises might be the farmer carry or a Turkish get up. To measure power, we might use a vertical jump. To measure speed, we might use a 20-meter sprint. To measure agility, you can use a T agility test. To measure anaerobic capacity, you can do a 30 on, 30 off sled, rower, bike, something off feet. You can even do it running if you really wanted to. And an aerobic capacity test would be something like a yo-yo. So once you've kind of completed these tests and assessments, you can now create what we like to call an athletic score. And from that score, you can see what is highlighted as your strengths and what is highlighted as your weaknesses. From here, you can now set some goals. So you can look at what you need to work on and where you want to be. From your goals, you can then set certain things into place and create an action plan. So the steps that you're going to take to achieve that goal. With the data, your coach can now write you a very individualized program that not only is going to help you improve your athleticism, but is also working towards your goals. And then the whole point of this is to, over a period of time, retest. Get your baseline, put a program in place, and then retest. And then the idea of the retesting is to, one, hold you accountable as an athlete, hold you accountable to the goals that you want to achieve, and then it also holds accountable the coach to whether their program is working, whether they've chosen an appropriate program that was working towards your weaknesses, improving your overall athleticism, and helping you achieve your goal. Hopefully that made some sense for you guys. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment below. Thanks.